Okay, this is take number 9. Even though the first take was good, it just wasn't perfect. So thank you for joining me today for another episode of Cooking with me, Janet Bari. Almost done. I didn't drink a lot. I didn't refill it. Anyway, it's the middle of October. It's COVID. We don't have large gatherings. This Saturday, I'm getting together with my brother, my 2 sisters, and my in-laws for a pre-Thanksgiving meal. I'm going all out. I'm making homemade mozzarella. Bennett, a good friend of mine, sent me over 5 pounds of cheese curd from Shy Brothers Farm in Massachusetts. I can't wait to make it. And Bennett, I'm definitely going to send you over some. I'm going to send you over everything that I make Saturday. So thank you very much. I'm so excited. And it came with great instructions. So, you know, I made it in the past. After reading the instructions from Shy Brothers Farms, I know where I went wrong with the mozzarella. Not making a video on that today. Today I'm making a video on yellow squash soup. So I'm definitely making yellow squash soup this Saturday. I'm going to start my meal off with homemade mozzarella, risotto cakes, which Renee and my brother-in-law Richie love. Hopefully I'll film that this week. Then we'll make some yellow squash soup, which is just fabulous. It just slides down. It's light. Doesn't have a lot of calories in it. And then I'm making my pomodoro sauce with homemade pasta with baby meatballs. And then for dessert, I'm going to make my cream puffs, but my cream puffs will be filled with anisette ice cream and maybe some laced, I said laced, chocolate syrup on top. So it's going to be a fun Saturday. It's going to be my Thanksgiving celebration. So back to the yellow squash. So yellow squash soup is made with yellow squash, onions, everything's fresh, of course. Fresh carrots. If you're a vegetarian, which some of us are, you could use vegetable broth. I'll be using chicken broth. It's very, very light. If you were just using yellow squash soup for a meal, you would add some light cream to it. You would serve it with a hot, toasty, rustic loaf of bread, a glass of wine, and salad. Fabulous. This is also a great soup to freeze. I'm going to make this soup and freeze it for Saturday because I have so much to cook and prepare. I'm big on freezing, and guess what? So are your restaurants. I hope you don't think that when you go to an Italian restaurant that they're whipping up the lasagna that day and giving it to you. They freeze it. So I like to freeze things while they're fresh. It's only 2 o'clock. I started drinking, so I guess I'm not making my soup just yet. I'm going to wait till about 6 o'clock tonight, and I will make the soup. And it's so easy, it's so fast, it's delicious. You can't screw this up. So I'm just going to remind you to please help make me popular. Subscribe, like, and share me. So we'll be back in a few minutes. No, we'll be back in a few hours. See you soon. Ciao, ciao. Okay, so I just did my carrots, and now I'm shredding. I shredded 1 cup of carrots. Now I'm shredding 4 cups of zucchini. If you don't have a food processor, you can do it by hand. Okay, so I have 4 tablespoons of butter, and I did put a tablespoon of olive oil in here, so just in case I don't watch it, it doesn't burn. I already burnt the first medium onion, so I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes, and then we're going to add a cup of carrots and 4 cups of our shredded yellow squash. So I'm just going to sweat this down a minute, and I'm going to actually sweat this down for, 6 to 10 minutes, we'll see. Okay, really it's only been about 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes is enough for that medium onion. Here is my 1 cup of shredded carrots and 4 cups of shredded yellow squash. We're going to sweat this down, cook it down for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of my broth and let it cook for 15 minutes, and it will be done. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it just partially to keep some of the steam in so it doesn't dry out. I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. I just want you to know, when I make this recipe, I do it 4 times the amount. But I'm just doing this for you. This is 2.5 cups of my chicken broth. I'm going to let this simmer for 15 minutes, and then it'll be done. We'll puree it. Okay, this is all cooked. I'm going to turn it off. Let it cool down. Put it in the blender, and we will have delicious soup. Okay, here we go. Looks nice and creamy. Let's see. It's still warm. Again, you're not going to do this in your blender. If you don't have a Vitamix blender, definitely wait for your soup to cool down. Okay. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Wait. Look how beautiful that soup is. Just beautiful. So we're back. First, I want to dedicate this soup to Shirley Sunshine. Shirley lives in Florida, in Delray Beach, and she told me this is her favorite soup. I hope that somebody's watching this for you, Shirley, and can make this for you. Look at that soup. Look how creamy it is. There's no heavy cream in it. Again, if I were serving this as a meal with a loaf of bread, you can. You don't have to put the cream in. It's just delicious. There's so much flavor in it. And if you notice, I didn't add any salt or pepper. The pre-made broth had it already in it. Enough salt and pepper and spices. It's delicious. The batch I made tonight, it was enough for the 3 of us and my family. When I do make this, I usually times this recipe by 4 and I freeze it. I have some frozen in the freezer. I made this just for you. It's great for Thanksgiving, great for the summer, great for the fall, great for any time. All the best. Thank you for watching me cooking with Janet Bari. Ciao, ciao.